So, hard day at work. As you can see, I've got paint all over my face. There's nothing else. I know it looks white, but it is definitely paint. So don't get any funny ideas, you crazy lot. I want to talk to you about greed and break-evens. So I had the most perfect setups today. I was waiting for these setups. I entered a sell for 5% down to the order block that I wanted to trade back up from. Yeah, this was successful if I didn't let greed kick in. Now, because I let greed kick in, I then decided that I might try and go for more money. But I also had a buy limit set on this this break even as well. So that buy limit, which reacted out of my order block, hit my break even. So I didn't just lose one trade, I lost two trades. But then again, I still would have been in this current trade. But again, this is another greed trade. So this is just one of my mock-up markups just to see what happens. Let's just say I've lost out on about 15% in less than an hour of two trades. So let's have a look at these trades and see what you guys think. Anyway, see you later. Welcome back. So this is the screen of the trades that I took today and why I took them. Let's just go into a higher time frame just so we can see. So this box here actually contains a 1 minute order block, which is this area here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bar replay. So I tried actually catching this yesterday. I couldn't catch this one yesterday because, well, we'll go into that in a second. Let's just drop onto the 1 minute. Let's see. We'll just play this. 5. Play this until it goes across. Right, there we go. So that was a 5 minute order block. In fact, what we'll do is we'll draw another box around this because this actually gave an entry yesterday, which obviously I dropped this down to the 1 minute time frame. So I broke this down to the 1 minute time frame, and this smaller box here is actually my entry that I was looking for, but it missed. So let's just go through all of this and why these two trades I was looking for worked out perfectly well, but greed and break evens just do not mix. So let's drop onto the 15 minute time frame for this one, because we already know this is the 5 minute order blocks. I might just change the color of this one just so we know. Put this one as blue outline, and this one here we'll put as red outline. Okay, so we know which one's which here. Alright, let's just play this. Actually, it goes on for quite a while. So we're going to set this onto the hourly. Let's do what it's got to do. So up there is our all-time high. So we actually got an entry which was there. So I think that was the 15 minute which I was talking about. Let's just, oops. 5 minute box. Let's start new. So yeah, this was the entry of the 5 minute order block that I was talking about. So I actually missed this. I missed this trade. Okay, this is one from yesterday that I missed. So this one actually would have given us a. Let's have a look. Let's see where I would have set this to. I probably would have taken this to this imbalance right here. Okay, so this is the gas strategy imbalance and order block indicator done through TFT, Trader Tom, Paul, and obviously Sean, the CEO. And we'll just see how this plays out. Bam. So that would have been my entry yesterday. But I didn't take that entry, so that would have given me a 8% trade, and the time that took to get from there to there, 3 hours. All right, so yeah, 3 hours, and that would have been an 8% trade in 3 hours. So anyway, I knew this was obviously going to come back, institutional candle, and this is, for me, a big area, which is, I know, is going to push up. So as Tom has explained in his videos, the institutional candles, we're following the bankers. Okay, so we're going to talk about the sell now and why I took the sell. We're just going to let this play. In fact, I'm just going to put this onto the 5-minute, and why I actually wanted to take the sell, because a few people were interested in how I trade my trend lines. So let's talk about how my trend lines work. Obviously, this goes back quite a while. Takes me ages to collect this data with the trend lines. But obviously, you can see we've got a few here. Now, this actually would have started from these 2 candles right here. So again, we had a massive push down. We come back up, created another touch on the trend line. Again, it's come all the way back up, broke through. I don't mind the breakthroughs. I watch for these, because if this comes back down through again, we might get a touch, another touch, another touch, and a massive drop. Or again, this could break through, touch, 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 and then all the way up to the all-time high, which would give you a very nice trade. So I have actually got a markup on that one, and that's a 60R return. So 1% would give you 60% back, which is a nice trade. However, now that we're getting close to the trend line, this is why I took this trade. So let's get going with this. So yesterday, 8%, which is a banging trade. You literally just have to be patient. I should have just stayed patient. Today, stuck with my analysis, and I could have actually been 22% up or something like that today. But it is what it is. So right, here we go. Still like these order blocks, so I'll still trade off these order blocks. I mean, this order block here probably would have given a nice trade, I bet, if we was to set this one up for a long. Let's just say we put that there, covered that low, get a 1 to 3 or something like that out of that. Let's have a look. And there we go. So that there was a 1 to 3 just off that trade right there. Okay. Right, now this is how I trade my trend lines. Okay, so I'm looking for certain candles. Let me just see if there's anything actually here. So as you can see, these candles at the moment, they're coming down, they're touching the trend line. They're not giving me any indication. This one here, this candle right here, that's a sell candle to me. All right, but it's not in the right place. So we've got the sell candle, but it hasn't pushed down and given me an imbalance. So we're going to carry on waiting. It's so important. You've got to have the imbalance. This candle here, it's not a buy candle because it's too wicky on top. Okay, we're looking for candles like this for a buy candle. And here we go. Right, let's just slow this down now. This is important. All right, we're just going to do candle by candle. So, oh, it's a little bit too slow. Let's let my dog in quickly. Go on then, pups. Okay, right. So this, why is it not stopping? There we go. Right, this actually gave me the candle that I wanted, which was this one right here. Let's have a look at it. So that was a buy candle. Wrong side. There you go. Sell candle. Bam. Another sell candle. So I actually went off this sell candle here without the imbalance, just because I knew what I wanted to do. And I was then holding this down to this order block here for the 1 minute order block that I missed yesterday. So right, I'm going to remove this 5 minute order block box. We don't need that one anymore. Let's see what happened here. So I was taking this trade down to this order block. Okay, that was a 5% trade, and I took it a little bit short just so I could make sure that spread would go over and then it could be entered into another trade. With FTMO, it's absolutely fine. You're allowed to hedge on the same account, so there's no problem with that. But obviously, you want to be closing a trade ideally. You know, if you're in a long trade, yes, it doesn't really matter. But we're not going for a long trade. We're going for in and outs, quick, nice and easy. Get your money, get out. Okay, right. So we're already in the trade from this candle right here. Okay, we're going to speed this up to 5. Okay, now what I done at this point though was decided to cancel my buy limit, which was silly, and I then decided to take my sell. Where is it? Down to this here. All right, so greed kicked in. All right, so greed kicked in. I went break even on this at this point because it was coming up to 230. So I got in at this at about 130. It was literally 130 when I got into this. So there was no red news today. Absolutely fine. Not a problem to enter. Okay, now if I hadn't been a greedy pig, should we say? I'm not allowed to swear because it's obviously for educational purposes. 230 is about to kick in. Now, bam, there we go. That was what I wanted. Okay, 230's here. Almost come out. I was at break even at this point, so it almost got taken out just from this candle here. Now, if I stuck to exactly what I wanted to do and didn't try and take this to 10%, I cancelled this just in case, because 230 open can be very, very, very volatile. All right, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to cancel this buy. It might actually carry on dropping down, take down that low, and then it's going to want to carry on going up. So if I didn't do that, and if I stuck to the 5% that I originally had, okay, and then this one here, I was taking that one back up to here, okay, that would have been 13% in, I don't know, what time was that? 30:33. So we got in at 1:30. So literally 1 hour 3 minutes we hit TP, and then from there to there 6 minutes we would have made another 8%. So greed kicked in. I was being a bit of an idiot. Would I have maybe took that to there? I don't know. In fact, actually, I think I was going to take this back up to my entry up here. I think this actually gave me like a 10% trade. That's right. So I was about 10%, so I was taking it back up to the entry, back up here. So yeah, 16, it's about 15% I've just lost out on, okay? In 1 hour and 10 minutes, let's just say. 2 trades, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why you don't let greed kick in, because I was trying to take this lower. Should have stuck to my first analysis of sticking to this 1 minute order block and letting it do what I wanted to do. But because of that, I've now lost out. So what did I walk away with? $200, when I could have walked away with $15,000. Sorry, 15%, let's just say. Now, where did this trade actually go? Oops, wrong one. Let's click on this one. Where did this trade go? 17%. Where do I think it's going to go? I think it's going to take this high here. So that's 20%. Oh well. Greed and break evens. Don't get greedy. Don't go break even. If you do go break even, that's maybe part of your analysis. It's not part of mine. I don't work that way. I like to, it's either hit TP or it's a stop loss. It is what it is. Anyway, see you laters.